Hey guys, it's Kyle from Command Creativity here, and you know about portrait mode on the iPhone? Well, I found this really cool new app called Focos, which takes this portrait mode to the extreme. Preface this whole video by saying that Focos, this app, is a game changer. This app allows you to manipulate the portrait mode images that you can take on your iPhone 7 Plus, 8 Plus, or 10, and you would have so much more control by utilizing all of the depth data that the iPhone captures. Most people don't know that the iPhone captures so much more data that they can use inside of an app like this. Now, the link to the app will be in the description, and you can only use this on the iPhone 7 Plus, 8 Plus, or 10. But I'd say if you don't have these phones, why not just watch this video and see what crazy technology the developer put inside of this app. Now, the app is free to use and have a basic set of features, but the whole package for the lifetime of using this app is $10. And there is also a free trial for 2 hours where you get all of the features for 2 hours. So, enough talking, let me take us through a demo on how to use the Focos app. So when you first open up the Focos app, you have the portrait mode capture screen, and this is just like the iOS default portrait mode screen, where you can just take an image right here and then edit all the depth data. Or you can also import a photo that you've taken using portrait mode and then just edit all the features here, and that is what I'm going to do today. Now, by just swiping down, you'll have access to all of your images right here, but I'm just going to use this flower image here and show you how you can take advantage of all the depth data in order to make it look totally unique. Now, essentially, Focos's main goal is to allow us to use all of that depth data to change certain parts of our image. And I'm going to click on this little magic wand here, and it's probably going to blow your mind. It did for me. Let me do it for you. So just tap on there, and boom, it exposes all of that depth data that we can use. Now, clicking on this 72 degrees, that'll allow us to change the perspective of our image and see all of that depth data in a visual representation. So what I want to do to edit this picture is I don't want any front blur. So I'm going to press and hold on front bokeh and just trash that. But I do want background blur, and that's all I want. But you can adjust the brightness, contrast, exposure, grayscale, and all of these features in here for different parts of your image. So definitely take a look through all of those settings, and you can make adjustments to each depth plane of your image if you'd like. Now, I just want the background blur to start kind of right behind the flower. So you can see the red parts of the image as we slowly move this little slider back. It's going to allow the blur to be behind the flower, but keep that flower tack sharp. Alright, so now that we have all of the background blur and things adjusted, why don't we open up the aperture control here and choose how much blur we want for our image. So we can basically manipulate the aperture setting of the image. So a greater depth of field, which is an f20, will not be as blurred, it'll be more in focus, but an f1.4 will mean that it's completely blurred out essentially. Why don't we split the difference and go for like an f2.5 or an f3? I'm going to stick with the 2.5. Sweet. Well, that looks really nice, but we have so much more that we can change, such as the shape of the out of blur pieces. So right now we have this little pointed square right here, but we can also make it more rounded. We can make it all of these different shapes of bokeh. So there's so much that you can change here to dial in the image how you would like. And you can also change how the out of focus areas look like. So you can add more highlight to make the blur stand out a little bit more, and then add some more color to the out of focus areas if you'd so desire, and then rotate how you'd like your out of focus areas to look. So that looks pretty cool. Now, another part of our image that we can change is manipulate this image to look like an actual real life camera. So right now I have it set to be like a Carl Zeiss Xena, but you have so many more cameras that you can choose to dial in the image as you would like. You can just go for the normal, or you can make it custom by changing all of these settings. So have a play with those and just fine tune the image how you'd like. But I'm going to stick with this Carl Zeiss Xana look because I feel that it looks really cool with kind of like the circular bokeh as it goes around the image. So that looks really nice. Finally, you can crop the image, which is a pretty basic feature. I mean, it's pretty cool that you can do it inside the app and then just get it ready for sharing on your social networks. So I'm just going to do a square 1x1 for posting to Instagram, and I think that looks really cool. And then from here you can save the image and then post it to any social network or just send it to your friends. So this app makes it super easy to dial in the image and change each depth plane of the image. Now, one more thing too, I do have an Instagram editing video where you can use Instagram as just an editing tool and not just a posting tool, where you can use the Instagram editor and then save it locally without posting. And I'll put that link down below in the description so you can use Instagram to edit this image and fine tune the colors and those kind of things. Now, I'd say to go check out this application if your phone supports it, as it allows you to take advantage of the iPhone portrait mode settings. This app changes everything, and I think it is so cool.